Thailand is a country where stillness and chaos share the same horizon. Before we get lost in the neon streets and flavors of the markets, let us begin where everything starts, with nature, silence, and simplicity. In the early light of dawn, the mountains rest under a soft blanket of mist. The sky glows in gentle hues of gold and rose. Rice fields stretch into the horizon like green waves, shifting slightly in the wind, as if breathing with the earth. A lone farmer walks slowly, his feet sinking into the wet soil, carrying tools passed down through generations. This moment is not staged. This is life, real, raw, and rooted. In villages scattered across the hills, the day begins not with alarm clocks, but with bird song and the gentle chime of temple bells. Children run barefoot down narrow paths. Smoke curls upward from kitchen fires where rice is steamed and herbs are pounded in clay mortar. There's no rush here, no hurry to be anywhere, and yet time is never wasted. The people of rural Thailand live with the land, not apart from it. They do not chase wealth or fame. They cultivate patience, resilience, and quiet joy. Monks in orange robes walk in single file, receiving offerings in silence from villagers with palms pressed in gratitude. This daily ritual, brief, humble, holds centuries of meaning. These landscapes are not backdrops for tourists. They are home. And though this rhythm may seem slow, it is deeply alive. A grandmother gathers herbs from the garden. A boy guides water buffalo through shallow ponds. A young woman walks beneath banana trees, humming a song older than herself. Here, culture is not a performance. It is breath, movement, and memory. To the traveler, these scenes may seem small or ordinary, but this is where the soul of Thailand lives. The journey begins not with fanfare, but with observation, with stillness, with reverence for a life that doesn't need to shout to be seen. And so, as our camera glides over these peaceful hills, let your mind slow down. Let the noise fade. You are entering a land that does not chase you. It invites you. Welcome to Thailand, not the one from postcards, but the one that breathes. As morning unfolds, the quiet hills give way to voices. The heart of Thai life beats loudest, not in silence, but in motion, in the rhythm of daily survival and connection. Step into the local market, and you step into a different world. Narrow lanes overflow with colors, smells, and stories. You hear vendors calling out their prices, children laughing, metal clanging against wood as knives prepare the morning catch. Everything is alive here, including you. There is no pretense. Women squat beside baskets of herbs and chilies. Men grill meat over charcoal, fanning the smoke with pieces of cardboard. Teenagers balance bags of iced tea on motorcycles, weaving through the chaos like dancers. The scents are unforgettable. Spicy broth simmering, fresh lemongrass, fermented fish that challenges the nose. You don't need a guidebook to know what's good. Just follow the lines, the steam, the smiles. In every corner, you witness a form of mastery. Hands that know exactly how much to cut, press, flip, serve. This isn't fast food. This is ancestral instinct turned into economy. Every bowl tells a story of regions, of rituals, of resourcefulness. The food here is not fancy, but it is precise, balanced, and unapologetically bold. You might not understand the words around you, but the gestures speak loud. A seller waves off extra change with a laugh. A stranger offers you a taste, unbothered by language barriers. Hospitality is not a service here. It's instinct. And beyond the market, beyond the sound and steam, the culture continues to breathe. Children learn to dance with their hands, mimicking the graceful curves of temple carvings. Young fighters train in Muay Thai rings, sweat dripping, legs flying in controlled rhythm. Grandparents sit under shade trees, stringing garlands for temple offerings, sharing old jokes with new generations. These aren't museum pieces. Thai culture lives, not on display, but in use, in repetition, in memory, and passing it forward one gesture at a time. This isn't just a trip. It's an invitation to witness continuity. In a world that moves fast, Thailand teaches us how to honor what remains. And in the middle of the crowd, with smells clinging to your clothes and unfamiliar sounds in your ears, something strange happens. You don't feel like a tourist. You feel present. You're not watching life happen. You're in it. In Thailand, food is never just about hunger. It is memory, identity, even medicine. A bowl of noodles isn't simply lunch, it's a map, a story of migration and adaptation, served hot with a side of fire. Taste here is never flat. It's layered. Sweet meets salty, sour collides with heat. Crunch balances softness. And underneath it all, a base of something fermented, something ancient. You can't rush a Thai dish. Not in its making, not in its meaning. Behind that plate of papaya salad is a woman who's learned to crush flavors by sound and feel, not by measuring spoon. The mortar and pestle are her instruments. The recipe lives in muscle memory. Food in Thailand is not served in courses, it's served in harmony. A table is filled with contrast, soup next to stir-fry, grilled fish beside curry, raw herbs offered freely to balance each bite. Sharing is not optional. It's expected. One rice, many dishes. One table, many tastes. Eating alone is rare, and even then, someone will likely sit beside you with a warm smile and a casual question. On the streets, food vendors are surgeons of speed. In seconds, they flip, ladle, wrap, and serve. Yet behind every quick movement is decades of experience. You'll see a man grilling skewers while answering 3 phones. A grandmother slicing mango with the speed of memory. A child learning to fold banana leaves from her grandfather, laughing when it unravels. These are not chefs with Michelin stars, but their food heals, restores, reminds you that flavor can be both fierce and comforting. Some dishes will shock you. Dried squid, fermented crab, bird chili so hot it makes you cry and then crave more. But it's not about testing limits. It's about openness. In Thailand, food invites you to say yes. Yes to what's unfamiliar. Yes to what you don't fully understand, but are willing to try. And slowly, bite by bite, your senses shift. You stop looking for what's familiar. You start trusting the hands that prepared what's in front of you. And that is when you truly taste Thailand. Not through your mouth, but through your willingness to surrender. Amidst the chaos of the city, something ancient still stands. Temples, quiet, golden, unmoving. Between glass towers and speeding traffic, monks in orange robes walk barefoot, their eyes cast downward, collecting offerings in silence. You pause. The noise softens. A bell rings. Incense rises. And for a moment, everything feels still, even in the heart of Bangkok. This is the other face of Thailand. The one that doesn't ask for attention, but commands presence. At Wat Pho, giant Buddhas lie in quiet repose. In mountain villages, small shrines are tucked under banyan trees, wrapped in colored cloth. Offerings of rice, water, and flowers sit outside homes, not for show, but for balance. Here, spirituality isn't scheduled. It's lived, woven into every gesture, every greeting, every breath. Even as buildings stretch higher and lives move faster, the soul of Thailand remains grounded. The contrast is powerful. A monk walking past a luxury hotel. A lotus blooming next to concrete. A prayer whispered beneath a skyline. And maybe that's the secret. Thailand doesn't choose between old and new. It carries both. As the sun sets behind skyscrapers, shadows stretch across temples. The day winds down and the city breathes again. In this final moment, you realize Thailand isn't just a destination. It's a teacher, a mirror, a reminder of what happens when a culture survives by adapting, not by forgetting. And as lanterns float into the night sky, you're left with more than memories. You're left with meaning. Thank you for walking this journey with us. If this story moved you, even just a little, consider subscribing to LayBack Journey. More than travel. We tell stories of the world, one heartbeat at a time. Until next time, take it slow and stay curious.